The silence came without warning. In the early hours of November 2023, a routine check at NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab revealed something no one expected. Voyager 1's data stream, which had been a steady heartbeat for nearly 50 years, had suddenly turned to incomprehensible noise. The monitors, usually filled with streams of numbers and telemetry, now displayed only a repeating garbled pattern, a digital dial tone echoing from the edge of the solar system. The connection was technically still there. Voyager was transmitting, but the message was lost in translation. For the engineers and scientists at JPL, it was as if a trusted friend had suddenly started speaking in riddles no one could solve. Initial analysis pointed to a technical failure, but the cause was elusive. Teams pored over every byte of the corrupted signal, running simulations and combing through decades-old documentation. The culprit was eventually traced to a single corrupted memory chip in the flight data subsystem, likely a victim of relentless cosmic radiation after decades in deep space. Unlike a computer on Earth, there was no way to swap out the chip or simply reboot the system. NASA's initial response was methodical but urgent. With Voyager 1 nearly 15 billion miles away, every command sent to the spacecraft took over 22 hours to arrive, and another 22 hours for a reply. The team began crafting a series of diagnostic commands, each one a carefully considered move in a high-stakes chess game played across the solar system. Meanwhile, the world took notice. News headlines speculated about the fate of humanity's farthest explorer. Social media buzzed with concern and nostalgia, as people around the globe realized that losing Voyager 1 would be like losing a piece of ourselves, a silent witness to our place in the cosmos. Inside JPL, the mood was tense but determined. The engineers saw not an ending, but a puzzle, one that demanded every ounce of ingenuity and perseverance. They knew that the next move would test the very limits of remote problem-solving, with the eyes of the world watching and the clock ticking. Every day without data felt like a step closer to a quiet, lonely end for our most ambitious explorer. But the mission team pressed on, determined to bring Voyager's voice back from the void. The silence was deafening, but hope remained. The solution was as bold as it was brilliant, an audacious plan born from both desperation and hope. JPL engineers couldn't fix the broken memory, so they decided to relocate the code, remotely slicing and stitching it into healthy memory sections. This meant rewriting software for a 46-year-old spacecraft, using documentation written before some team members were born. Each command had to be perfect. One mistake could lose Voyager forever. The margin for error was razor thin, and every keystroke carried the weight of history. In April 2024, they sent the first commands and waited nearly 2 days for a reply. The silence was agonizing. 44 hours of uncertainty, with the fate of a legendary mission hanging in the balance. On April 20th, a new signal arrived, clear, coherent, and unmistakably Voyager. Relief swept through the room, but the work was far from over. For the first time in 5 months, the spacecraft was speaking clearly again. The team's gamble had paid off, but the emotional toll was evident. Years of dedication distilled into a single fragile moment. Engineering data flowed in, confirming Voyager's health. The spacecraft's vital signs, once lost in static, now pulsed across the void. Next, the team tackled the science data, carefully teaching the FDS how to package and transmit it. Every byte mattered, and the process demanded both technical mastery and creative problem-solving. By mid-May, the first trickles of science data returned. Each new graph was a small miracle, proof that Voyager's instruments were still alive and listening. By June, all 4 instruments were sending observations home. The mission's scientific heart was beating again. The comeback was complete, a mission-ending anomaly, defeated. Against all odds, Voyager had returned from the brink. This feat required understanding ancient hardware and software, bridging generations of engineers. The team's knowledge spanned decades, uniting past and present in a shared purpose. They didn't just save a spacecraft, they preserved our link to the cosmos. The emotional stakes were as high as the technical ones. Voyager's voice is humanity's whisper to the stars. Voyager's journey continued, thanks to ingenuity and persistence. The mission's legacy, curiosity, courage, and connection endures. The impossible had been made possible again. In the silence of deep space, Voyager's voice echoes, a testament to human resolve. Just as communications were restored, a new crisis emerged. Voyager's backup thrusters, which had been keeping its antenna precisely pointed at Earth, were starting to fail. Without them, the spacecraft would slowly drift out of alignment, and the faint signal, already traveling billions of miles, would be lost forever. These thrusters hadn't been used in over 2 decades. Reactivating them wasn't just a matter of flipping a switch. The engineering team had to dig through decades-old documentation, deciphering ancient code and hardware schematics to figure out how to safely wake the dormant system. The only dish capable of sending commands, Canberra's deep space network, was about to go offline for upgrades. This meant the team had a narrow window to act, or risk losing the chance to save Voyager's orientation for months. The pressure was immense. Engineers worked around the clock, running simulations, double-checking every line of code, and preparing a sequence of commands that would coax the primary thrusters back to life, thrusters that had been silent since 2004. On March 20th, 2025, they sent the carefully crafted command sequence to Voyager, instructing it to warm up the thruster heaters. Then, the long wait began. 46 hours for the signal to reach the spacecraft and a response to return. When the data finally arrived, it showed the heaters had worked. The ancient components, untouched for years, had come alive. Next, the team prepared for the most critical step, a test fire of the thrusters themselves. In early May, just before the Canberra antenna went offline, the command was sent. Against all odds, the thrusters fired perfectly, after 21 years of silence. The engineering gamble had paid off. Voyager's orientation was saved. The spacecraft could once again keep its antenna locked on Earth, buying precious time for the mission and ensuring the flow of priceless data from interstellar space. This was more than just a technical fix. It was a testament to the ingenuity and perseverance of the engineers. Another miracle: the spacecraft could keep talking to Earth. The team had snatched victory from the jaws of failure, proving that even after decades in the void, human creativity and teamwork could bring a machine back from the brink. The story of survival continued. Voyager's journey and the legacy of those who keep it alive pressed on into the unknown. Every triumph for Voyager is shadowed by a simple truth: its power is fading. Its 3 RTGs, once producing 470 watts, now lose about 4 watts each year. This gradual decline is inevitable as the plutonium-238 fuel decays over time. NASA has been shutting down systems one by one to keep the core alive. Each shutdown is a calculated decision, balancing the need to conserve power with the desire to continue scientific observations. In February 2025, the cosmic ray subsystem was turned off, a painful but necessary choice. This subsystem had provided invaluable data on cosmic rays for decades. Only a handful of instruments remain, listening to the interstellar medium. These instruments continue to send back data, offering a glimpse into the environment beyond our solar system. The slow dimming isn't failure, it's a strategy to squeeze every last discovery from this historic mission. Each piece of data collected, even as power wanes, adds to our understanding of the cosmos. As of August 2025, Voyager 1 is 15.5 billion miles from home. So distant that its signal is barely more than a faint whisper in the cosmic dark. A radio signal takes over 23 hours to reach it. Every message is a whisper from yesterday. The signals Voyager sends back are so weak, it's like trying to hear a pin drop from across the solar system. Despite recent heroics, Voyager's power will keep fading. More systems will shut down. Each transmission is carefully analyzed. Engineers use advanced algorithms to sift through cosmic noise, searching for the tiniest blip that means Voyager is still speaking. It may send data through 2026, but after that, the future is uncertain. Every successful contact is a triumph, a testament to human ingenuity and persistence. By 2036, its signal will be too faint to detect, but each faint pulse inspires hope, proof that even at the edge of interstellar space, Voyager is still reaching back to us. Yet Voyager's journey won't end. It will drift through the galaxy for eons, carrying the golden record, a message of hope and curiosity for any who might find it. Its mission will end not with a bang but a graceful fade, its voice growing ever softer, but never truly silent in our memory. For nearly 50 years it's been our scout on the grandest adventure, sending back data that changed our understanding of the solar system. Its final years are a gift, made possible by brilliant minds who refuse to let go. Each faint signal a reminder of their dedication and the hope that Voyager inspires. We are privileged to hear its last whispers from the frontier, echoes of humanity's reach, and the hope that our message endures in the vastness of space. Voyager's story isn't about doom, it's about resilience and ingenuity. It's a living symbol of humanity's relentless drive to understand the universe. Engineers repaired a 48-year-old spacecraft from billions of miles away, revived dormant thrusters, and kept the mission alive against all odds. Their dedication echoes through every signal Voyager sends back to Earth. This is the spirit of exploration, seeing challenges as opportunities and never giving up in the face of the unknown. Voyager's legacy is profound. It was the first spacecraft to enter interstellar space, sending back data that has transformed our understanding of the solar system's edge and the space beyond. Its discoveries, like the detailed images of Jupiter and Saturn and the detection of the heliopause, have inspired generations of scientists and explorers. The golden record it carries is a message to the cosmos, a time capsule of Earth's culture and hope, reminding us that our curiosity and creativity reach far beyond our planet. Voyager's journey has inspired new missions like New Horizons and the upcoming interstellar probes to push even further. As Voyager continues its silent trek, we celebrate its legacy and the brilliant minds that keep it going. It stands as proof that teamwork, vision, and perseverance can achieve the impossible. Even in the vast emptiness of space, the human spirit shines brightly, lighting the way for future explorers who will follow in Voyager's path, reaching for the stars and beyond. Voyager's odyssey is far from the end. It's the opening chapter of a new era in cosmic discovery. Inspired by its resilience and groundbreaking achievements, a new generation of deep space probes is preparing to journey even further into the unknown. Today, engineers and scientists are pushing the boundaries of technology. New missions like the Interstellar Probe, currently in development, aim to travel twice as far as Voyager, equipped with advanced instruments to unlock the secrets of the interstellar medium and the true shape of our solar system's boundary. These probes will carry cutting-edge power systems, autonomous navigation, and artificial intelligence, tools Voyager's creators could only dream of. Meanwhile, the lessons learned from Voyager's challenges are shaping the future. Materials that can withstand decades in space, miniature sensors, and improved communication systems are being designed to ensure that tomorrow's explorers can survive and thrive where no spacecraft has gone before. But it's not just about the machines. The spirit of Voyager lives on in the people, engineers, scientists, dreamers, who dare to ask, what's out there? Their vision will guide new missions, sending humanity's questions and hopes even deeper into the cosmos. As we look to the future, Voyager remains our guiding star, a reminder that every journey begins with curiosity and courage. The next wave of cosmic pioneers is ready to launch, carrying with them the legacy of exploration and the promise that our reach will forever exceed our grasp. Voyager 1's journey is more than a scientific triumph. It's a story woven into the very fabric of human culture and imagination. As its golden record drifts through the interstellar night, carrying greetings, music, and the heartbeat of our planet, Voyager has become a symbol of hope and unity for all of humanity. It reminds us that, despite our differences, we share a common urge to reach beyond ourselves to seek connection in the vast unknown. Throughout art, literature, and philosophy, Voyager's odyssey has sparked new questions. What does it mean to be human? To send a message into the void? What stories will our distant ambassador tell to the stars, and to any beings who might one day discover it? Generations have looked up, inspired by the idea that a small spacecraft, built by human hands, now sails further than any before, a silent envoy of our curiosity and our dreams. Voyager's place in history is secure. It has outlasted borders, survived the passing of decades, and become a testament to the power of collective ambition. Its journey shapes not just our understanding of the cosmos, but our sense of belonging within it. As we continue to explore, Voyager reminds us that our greatest achievements are born from wonder, and that the echoes of our questions will ripple through eternity.